Big cat royalty in Africa, lions aren't the biggest, or the strongest, or the fastest. So what makes their species king exactly? Simply put, pride. That's right, a lion's greatest strength is their comrades.
And that allows them to attack not only larger prey, but allows them to get a much more consistent prey because they can help each other.
They help each other with coordinated attacks. And it's typically not the males who do the dirty work. It's the females.
They cooperate with each other when they're stalking so that they can create the greatest amount of confusion when they eventually charge, and the prey that don't know which way to run.
Lions hunt some of the fastest animals on land, but they're no slouch themselves. They can top out at speeds of 50 miles per hour, but only for short bursts. So to catch their meals, they've got to get creative, as a team. They specialize in ambush, waiting for unsuspecting prey to walk on by. And then... yeah, you get the picture. Teamwork goes beyond the hunt. It's also necessary for child rearing.
Prides are made up of relatives. All of the females are related to each other, and therefore all the babies are related to each other. And they tend to all give birth at the same time. And that means that because they're relatives, the one female is perfectly happy to suckle any of the babies in the group. They may not be her own babies, but they're for sure going to be her grandchildren or nephews and nieces. So she can act as the nursemaid while the other ones are catching the food and supplying the group.
Wow, a family doesn't get much closer than that. The lionesses sure pull their weight around here. Which begs the question, what do the males contribute? Besides those handsome manes, of course. They're the muscle of the pride. They keep neighboring lions and hyenas at bay, patrolling territory up to 100 square miles. It's on the males to keep resources secure and keep those cubs safe. After all, if a new male overthrows the king, he'll kill all the offspring. Research suggests that lions can actually determine the size of a competing pride by counting its roars. Information which will help him determine whether to head into battle or fall back. As their future hangs in the balance, these cats have to band together, support one another, and be ready for anything. Because when you're a lion, pride is everything.
The savanna is a complex web of life, from the plants at the bottom of the food chain to the predators at the top. Stories of life and death have unfolded on these plains for millions of years. Grassland provides a feast for herds of grazers and the carnivores that track them down. Lions are the savanna's definitive hunter. The impala instinctively runs for cover. But lions are masters of ambush. The lioness's hunting partner greets her. This is a shared success. Most hunts end in failure. This kill is good news for their pride. This meal will feed the family, including their growing cubs, curbing their hunger for several days. Plants eaten by the herbivores ultimately also sustain the carnivores. The word savanna conjures images of open grassy plains devoid of trees, such as those of Tanzania's famous Serengeti. But these are not typical. Most savannas have many trees growing in delicate balance with the grasses. The key to the existence of savanna is light. Its trees must be widely spread, so the canopy can't close over and shade out the grasses. The other essential ingredients are warm temperatures year-round, peaking in a hot season, complete with summer rains. During this wet season, a precise amount of water, more than 20 inches, must fall for the grasses to thrive. Last but not least, the savanna depends on its animals, whose grazing habits encourage new shoots. Harnessing the sun's energy is the first step in a cycle that ultimately feeds all the hungry mouths in this ecosystem. But the savanna is not only somewhere to eat. It's also a refuge, providing shelter for animals